Hi everyone, welcome to another Dungeon Talk video. This video is a review, and it's Wednesday, so you can kind of come to expect that. Now, this plugin review is a plugin that's been around it's been around since I started making music, and that was 10 years ago. Well, it's been around longer than that. It is called Battery 4. What is Battery 4? Well, it's a drum sampler, a drum sample library, this is the Swiss Army knife of drums. So you can mix with it, you can do about anything it'll do. It includes anything but the kitchen sink. So, one of the big draws to Battery is its features, like all plugins. But one of the huge things is the vast library of samples. Now, this is a Native Instruments plugin. So very, very high quality. And not a crazy price. So this is included in Komplete. I have Komplete 13. This is regular. I don't have the Ultimate. I'm not a high roller yet. Anyways, you get a ton of drums. There's a ton for a lot of bang for your buck. If you spend the $600 for Komplete, you get a ton of things, including a lot of drums that you can basically use in any genre. And they have it arranged as kits for samples. Samples you go through, you can have, well, there's some other samples, but mostly drums. You put drums, and then we would go and grab some, like a kick, uh, this. That's a weird kind of kick, but see, be like dancehall. You can mix. You can actually change the length of the samples. So I can cut this right out like that. Like this. I mean, that really wouldn't be too useful, but you will think. Or if you don't want to chop it too much, flip on vocal envelope, turn the decay down. So it has a little bit less real chop feel. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a cool, get a different kick over top of that. I mean, do a pitch envelope. I don't really listen to pitch too much. This tool right here, the filter, I use this a lot. You can cut out the low end of higher end sounds, or you can cut out the higher end, like this. You can choose the sampler. Your sampler is stretch. You stretch the samples. You don't really use stretch too much. You use standard pro, amount of grain, speed. Pro has the speed, I guess. It's kind of like AI or something. I use sampler. You can throw down vintage on here. S1200 and put it to MP60. If I'm making a old school kind of hip hop beat, I'll throw on the MP60. This is the MPC 60. This is cool. Then you have effect, saturation, lo-fi, photo/EQ. There's some choices there. Then you have solid GEQ, 3-band, low pass, 4-pole, 2-pole, band pass, peak, effect, you put a format filter, and compressor, Your modulation stuff, LFOs, all this. It's kind of cool. I haven't used a whole lot of modulation yet, but I might someday. And then MIDI input, you can have the velocity, voice articulations, MIDI echo, humanize. Then like change the velocities as it goes. And it randomizes it a bit. You completely edit your samples in here. Cut, all sorts of stuff. Stretch, whatever. Change the pitch. We have the master where we have to equate a whole mix bus. Several buses to it. Like be kick and toms, and snare and toms, hi-hats, crashes, whatever. And here's also for the whole all the drums in this in your particular preset. You know, EQ those, compress, saturation, limiter. Yeah, lots of different things. You change the reverb size, all the reverb settings. It's a lot of cool things. So you have all the effects that you can use for mixing, most of the creative ones. Now, the one other cool feature, all these drum pads. Now, when there's this many, it's a little weird with the piano roll, but some of these are great. You have to do cell matrix, change the size. If you want, I like this one because I don't need 32 drums. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you load in like basses and other little flat samples or whatever you want, you can actually use 32. But I like this 4x4. It goes right along with the piano roll. About C3. You know, this guy would start. Another very big thing to me is you can drag your own presets in. There's some drum machines out there that don't really like that. This one does. Just drag it in. It's a little loud. So what I do is just pull this knob down, change the volume. Still loud, but you hear that. Ain't really make nothing with that. And then you can make a preset. So file kit here. New kit, open recent. Save kit as. Type in whatever. Blah 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 blah. You know, like I have. Okay, I don't want to save it. So let's open recent. Make this kit myself. Yeah, I only use 5 drums. But the reason I decided to put these 3 down here, you go to the piano roll. You can find it. Where's that? Oh, this was on it. Here we go. So the simple is here. The next line hit the next an octave. To me, that's cool. Like, so it sounds like we have the kick, snare, snare, kick, yeah. Yeah. So that's simple if you watch battery. You see the little pad. It's like this. This is the part I like. It's cool. So use a battery. Decided to make a little beat. Just on the see, I had a little bit of bass. What I did is opened up. Okay, this is cool. You hear that little hip hop beat? Well, now, oops, I have a kit using the complete battery samples. This is the old school samples. I'm not sure if you can still get that with the right, but I made a little like a D&B kit that I made for bass music, but 'cause I really like the acoustics on the drums, drum and bass. So I made this little funky drum pattern, like so, and something like this. Oops. And just give it a bit more flavor. I mean, the bass line with it. Sounds like this. Another important feature, if you want it to go out to your particular mixer within the DAW, duh, I like to say DAW. It feels stupid when I say duh. Duh. Anyways, if you right click, go down to the bottom and say output, you can have direct out, you have um, bus or master. You want to send it direct out. And I'll lead you to this. FL at least. Go in the back door here, hit this little gear icon. Hit that with the processing. You just route it. I didn't get all the way up to the symbols on this, but I got it so it does something like this. So yeah, that's simple to use that way. So that is battery 4. I recommend getting all of complete, but this is very powerful. Honestly, I don't know of another sampler quite like battery 4. I reviewed other samplers before, like Finalistic and Beatmaker, but this guy takes the cake. So I recommend battery 4 by Native Instruments. Get it. I use it every day on almost every production. So that's pretty much it. This video, you got my recommendation. I showed you the plugin. This video helped you decide about getting one, getting it. I'd like to make something similar to this to sell for a lesser price, but I don't think I can reach it, or maybe even I'd make mine free. Who knows? Maybe someday. Anyways, please like, subscribe, and share my video. Reach out on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Just reach out. Stay tuned for another video. It should be later this week or the beginning of next. As always, much love and peace to you. Catch you later.